therefore they think the 100th year of every century has to belong to the 1.5 billion years, and therefore human beings are actually, with our common nature, going to have the potential to work through these environmental, population, and other problems. We have the basic goodness within us. We can only muster the will. I remain a tragic optimist. I think we may pull through.
Well, we wish you very...
Ready? Dayquil. The non-drowsy, congested, stuffy head, sore throat, coughing, aching fever, be a hot shot through the day, miss. The easiest just got easier. Introducing America Online new version.
She can't want me to talk with you, see me or not, huh?
Yeah.
Why don't you just write it down?
I have to have it on tape. It's required.
No, interview Becki.
I can't have to be someone older than your parents or something like that. Cause it's gotta be like about stuff past 1975.
You expect me to remember? I don't remember.
Okay, just simple stuff like, when were you born?
When? 1980.
Where were you born?
Where was I born? Kansas City, Kansas.
Or did you move somewhere after that?
Huh?
Did you move somewhere after that? Did you live in,
Well, I lived in Kansas City, Kansas for a long time.
how old were you when
Then
you
got married and moved to Missouri. Glassville, Missouri.
What year was that?
1950.
And do you remember any significant events in your life?
Not that I recall. Right offhand.
Do you have any old letters, newspapers,
Any
newspaper
what?
clippings? Any old letters, newspaper clippings, yearbooks, or other stuff that you've kept?
No, I lost my yearbook when we moved to Missouri. I don't have any.
Do you remember what growing up was like?
Do I remember growing up was like? It was okay. It was fun.
How many brothers did you have?
4.
4 older brothers? What was that like?
They were all very good to me.
Did they protect you and stuff and not
Huh?
let you date or anything?
What?
Did they protect you?
Oh yeah. You know, like big brothers do.
Do you have any examples? 'Cause I don't have an older brother and I don't know.
Do I have any what?
Examples of how they were nice to you and stuff.
Oh, I know that one of my brothers brought me my first doll and my first pair of skates. That's all I remember.
Do you remember what elementary school was like?
Oh, it was just someplace we had to go. I went to a Catholic school.
Did it have girls and boys in it?
Huh?
Did it have girls and boys?
Yes.
Was it kindergarten through 5th grade or kindergarten
Through 8th grade.
Do you remember, what was the best thing that happened to you in high school?
In high school,
Yeah.
nothing significant. Just made some good friends is all.
How long did you keep those friends? What was the longest friend
So
you
we
had?
got married, I guess, and got married, we all moved in different directions.
What was dating like?
Huh?
What was dating like?
Dating? Oh, my mother wouldn't let me date.
When did you first?
I don't remember. A long time ago. Been too long, Jamie.
Do you remember what, any, like significant significant wars or like a flood or any or tornado or anything like that? Do you remember anything from?
Yeah, we had a slight tornado when we lived in Gladstone, but there's nothing to it. And of course, I lived through World War II.
What was that like?
Well, that was when all the boys were gone. There was nothing left but women.
How old were you when World War II?
Early 20s, I think. Around 20, something like that.
Did you have to work?
I worked at the railroad, office of the railroad.
What was that like?
That was fun.
What'd you do?
Well, I was a stenographer, secretary. We took shorthand and did typing.
Okay, let's check in. Over.
How old were you when you got married?
None of your business. Stayed at the Edgewater Beach Hotel, which is non-existent now.
In Chicago?
Yeah.
Did you ever go out of the United States?
No, I never did.
Where were your parents from? Where were your parents from?
My parents from Yugoslavia.
Do you know when they came to the United States? Or were they here before you?
No, I was born, here, but
Were your brothers born in the United States?
not all of them. 3 of them were born in Yugoslavia, and the other one was born in Kansas.
Do you know
Youngest one.
Do you know why they came to Kansas?
Oh, to get a better job and stuff.
Who's this dog?
Oh, that must be our doggy. What was her name?
Why?
Wag?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's Tina Marie?
Yeah, that's, you don't remember Tina? It's Carol's daughter. She's a grown lady now. Carol. Carol is your grandpa's sister.
She live in Colorado?
Uh-huh.
She adopted her.
Yeah, she adopted Tina when they adopted Tina when she was a baby.
Was Tina really, or Carol, her real aunt or grandma or something?
Not really.
I was thinking that, like, Carol's daughter had a baby and then she adopted it or something.
Oh, no. Oh, well, wait a minute. Yeah, that could be. I'm funny, I don't remember. You're right about that. Tina is really her, not really her daughter, but they adopted her. I don't know. It's all so scrambled.
Do you remember the first time you met my mom?
I do. I was in my kitchen on North Wayne, in our house in North Wayne, and your dad brought her home to meet me, I guess. Yeah, your dad brought her home to meet me.
Do you remember how old they were?
I guess they weren't married yet. They must have been about 17 or 18.
Did my dad have a lot of girlfriends?
I don't know. He had some, I don't know if he had a lot.
What did you think of my mom when you met her?
Oh, I liked her. I thought she was very pretty.
This Joe?
That's Joe. I don't even remember these pictures. That must have been Becki from HU. I wonder if that's our yard. If that is, that's that tree. Your dad planted that tree from a little tiny stick, and it grew and grew and grew, and we had to have it. It stopped up our basement and everything else. Grew into the roots grew into the basement.
What's this?
This is where I worked. This was a 1950 flood. I worked in this building over here. And it's lucky I was going in late then. They called me and told me not to come in to work, or I'd have lost my car and everything else. Huh.
How far away did you live from here? How far away did you live?
Oh, quite a ways.
So your house wasn't in the flood? Your house wasn't in the flood?
No.
Was that flood before or after you married?
After. Your dad had, your dad had gone to the service.
Who's that?
That is, Becki. You remember Mickey?
I think so. How is she
That's
related
who
to
that is.
Tree?
Mickey Miller. She was Mickey Callahan then.
Were you popular in high school?
Huh?
Were you popular in high school?
No. I don't think so.
When did you meet Grandpa?
Huh?
When did you meet Grandpa?
When? Well, they moved, we lived on 22nd Street, and he and his parents moved in next door. And I guess it's about 49 since we were married in 1950.
So you knew him for a year and then you got married?
Something like that.
Do you remember the first day you saw him?
What?
Do you remember the first time you saw him?
First time I saw him, yeah, our furnace, something was wrong with our furnace and he come over to fix it.
Did you think he was really
He was
cute?
always fixing something, huh?
Did you think he was really cute?
Did I think he was cute?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Probably did.
What was your wedding like? Your wedding?
Wedding? Oh, pretty fantastic. I had a big wedding.
Where was it at?
Where? We got married at St. Rose of Lima, I think. Kind of, we get married at St. Rose.
In Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas. And then we had a big reception at what they call Fifth Street Hall then.
What's this picture of?
That's when I was married. Those were my two little honors. The two little girls that was in my wedding.